welcome back. I hope you all are doing well and have been enjoying the class thus far. We're already about halfway done with the course, so congrats on getting this far. It's been a great class so far, and I really enjoy all the feedback that I've been getting from you all. I'm happy to know you're enjoying the class. So let's go ahead and get started for today. Today is going to be a little bit of a different class. We're going to be learning about dynamic stretching, and then our next class we're going to be learning about static stretching. You may have heard of the term before, dynamic stretching. So yeah, we're going to go into detail about what that is exactly. But first, let's go ahead and get started with our grounding technique, just to kind of calm the body, calm the mind, get ourselves ready for the class ahead. So we'll start on our mat like we usually do. Let's all meet in a comfortable seated position. We're going to start with our grounding technique, just kind of focusing the attention inward, but we are going to be using a new breath technique, a new pranayama today. It's called the box method. The reason it's called the box method, box breathing method, is because you kind of create a box using your breath. I'll go into more detail about what that is. So with your inhale, we're going to be inhaling for the count of 4 seconds. Inhale 4, and when you get to the top, you hold your breath for 4 seconds, and then you exhale 4 seconds, and then you hold your breath again for 4 seconds. Creating this box maybe in your mind, visualizing the box, or also just using the numbers if you'd rather do that, but it is for the count of 4. So let's go ahead and try that out. Let's get our nice seated position, maybe putting a cushion underneath our hips there. Go ahead and close down the eyes. Envision that gentle string pulling you up towards the ceiling, just lengthening the body a bit here. So before we start our new pranayama technique, just take a couple moments to just do a little body scan. How is your body feeling today? Is it saying anything to you anywhere? Just watching the breath, not changing it quite yet, just becoming aware of the breath. Maybe you could even be so still you could tune into your heart beating for you, find your heartbeat. Good. With the hands gently on the knees, the palms could be up or they could be down, whatever is more comfortable for you. Eyes stay closed here. And let's go ahead and start our new technique. So let's go ahead and inhale for the count of 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause at the top. 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, hold the breath. 3, 2, 1, and let's try it again. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So we're going to do that 3 more times. I'll walk you through it again as well. You can just follow the numbers or maybe try to visualize the box. I find that really helps bring me a lot more centered. I become more present as I'm watching that box being formed. So let's go ahead and try it again. 3 more. Let's inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold the breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it. 4, 2, and 1. Very good. Gently open up your eyes. Yeah, that is our new pranayama. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to use that one throughout the class. It's not as easy to use that one when we're doing any type of flow practice, moving from one posture to another. I find that's easier just to do something like an ujjayi breath or a belly, a diaphragmatic breathing breath. But that's more of a calming, the box breathing is more of a calming technique. So maybe if you're ever feeling anxious or just need to recenter yourself, that's a good one to try. All right, so let's keep the class going. We're not going to be on our mat for much of the class today. It is going to be a bit of a shorter class too, because we're just going to be going through the movements of the dynamic stretching. So dynamic stretching, it's a lot different than your traditional holding a stretch for a long period of time. Dynamic, you're moving in and out of the movement. So you might find this as a common technique for any kind of sports, basketball, soccer, or really any sports. You may notice that they're doing a warm-up before they play, running back and forth, doing specific movements, and that would be considered dynamic stretching. It's getting your body ready for the movements ahead. And it's actually shown to help increase performance in sports like soccer, basketball, any high performance type of sports. Dynamic stretching is much better to do before you play. Something like static stretching is where you hold the posture and hold it for a minute, 30 seconds, for a long period of time. And that's something you would want to do after you play a sport or after you do a workout. You would not want to do that before. It's actually shown that static stretching could be detrimental to performance, even may cause injury if you do the static stretching before you do any type of high intensity movements. So the dynamic stretching, where you're moving in and out of the movements, that gets your body nice and warm, gets the blood flowing to those areas that you're about to use. And it's much better, like I said, to be done before you do a movement. So we're gonna go ahead and go through a nice series of a full body dynamic warm-up. This can be done before you do a workout at the gym. It can be done before you play a sport or anything with a high intensity, high rapid movements. I would suggest doing this warm-up before. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna go ahead and stand up. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with our dynamic warm-up. So we're gonna start with our upper body. So we're just gonna do some hugs or some chest openers. So you're gonna stretch nice and big with the arms and then act like you're hugging yourself here, okay? You can cross whichever arm is on top as you switch. We're just gonna do it about 10 times. Just open up the chest. You could do it at a little bit of a quicker pace. Maybe you feel that stretch already coming into the upper body, the back, the chest. Good, and now we're gonna go up and overhead with the arms. Just reach and back down, making these big type of circles with the arms, or half circles rather. Just a few more. Getting that blood flow into the upper extremities. Good, and release. So we're gonna do some arm circles, so just nice and big as you can today. Wherever you're at is fine. We're gonna do about 10 going forward, and then we're gonna do 10 going back and backwards. Nice, very good. So we're gonna keep it moving. So we're gonna do a moving exercise. You could do this walking, you can do it standing still if you would rather, but it's called a heel sweep. So I'll show you from the side. One toe is going, on one foot, the toes are going up, okay? And as they go up, you're gonna sweep the ground, okay? And then you switch sides, other foot goes forward. And see, you can see how this turns into a little bit of a walk as you're switching sides. And turn back around. It's a heel sweep. So heel and then sweep. You should feel this all along the calf muscle, even into the hamstring, and even into that glute area. Opening up to the back sides of the legs. Let's do a couple more. Good. And as you do it more often, you should be able to get a little bit further down into that stretch. All right, so next up, we're gonna do a knee pull. This is good for your hip flexors, your quads, as well as some of the glutes. You may have seen this one before. Just a nice big pull, get that knee up towards your chest, and then switch sides. So this one, again, could be done walking. It could be a moving dynamic stretch. You could also do it stationary if you don't have a big distance to go. You can just alternate sides. We're gonna do a few more. Getting those legs warmed up. Good. And release. So the next one is a glute pull. What you're gonna do is reach for your ankle and try to bring that leg up towards your chest. You can also use the support of the opposite hand to help bring the outside of the thigh up, okay? So grab hold, bring it up, just like that. So we'll do a few more. Hopefully you feel that on the outside of that glute area there. Let's get 2 more, 1 and 2, good. So now we're gonna move on to the the back side of the leg, the hamstring again. And this can be called an RDL or just a single leg toe touch. So I'm gonna show you from the side. Starting with one side, you're just gonna shoot the back leg behind you as you reach down towards your foot and bring it back up. Simple as that, right? So switch sides, reach, and then switch sides. This can also be done moving, right? So I can reach and step and reach, and it can be a moving dynamic stretch, or you can do it stationary, just alternating sides. So let's do about 8 more. It is a little bit of a balance exercise as well. Finding a spot in front of you to focus on will really help that balance. Let's get about 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Something to keep in mind on this movement is we do not want to round our back when we're coming down. We want to come down with a straight spine, just like we're doing in our class when we come down into that forward fold. We want to do the same type of thing here. We don't want to round and curl while we're reaching for our toes, okay? Let's keep it going. So the next movement is a toe touch standing. So all we're doing is kicking our leg up and reaching for our toes. And it's okay if we don't touch. It's okay if we're just touching our thigh or our shin. Just act like you're pointing towards those toes. So again, you should feel this one also in the back of the legs, the hamstrings, the glutes, maybe even the calves a little bit. Okay, let's keep it going. Let's get about 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. You may have some heat rising in the body. I know I do. That's a good thing. That means that that body is getting warmed up, the blood flow is going, and we're getting ready to perform an exercise. All right, so the next one is gonna be for another one for the calf, or we're just gonna be walking on our toes. Simple as that. So nice, and lifted up the toes, or lifted up the heels rather. We're on our toes. Let me tuck these in so you can see. So just on our toes, tippy toes, just walking. This one could be paired with our heel sweeps that we just did. So you could do a toe walk and then a sweep. Just warming up the calves a bit. Let's do a few more walks. Good, and release. So we're already almost done with our dynamic warm-up. The next one, I want you all to move over to a wall or a chair, some kind of support, because we're gonna be doing some swings with our legs to open up through our hips, okay? So let's go and move over to the wall. All right, so here we are up against the wall or some kind of other support, like a chair perhaps. I'm going to put your inside hand on the wall. That's gonna be our support. So the inside leg stays put, our outside leg is gonna be the one swinging, okay? So these are called leg swings. These are common in a sport like soccer. So, you know, if they're gonna be kicking the ball, this is a good exercise to warm up that leg. arm could just be on the side, maybe moving with the leg. You can also put it on the hip here to keep it nice and stable. Good, let's go ahead and switch sides. To switch, you're just gonna turn around. Inside hand is on the support. Outside leg is kicking, okay? Let's just do about 10 on each side. And there we have it, leg swings, so forward leg swings. One more leg swing we're gonna do. We're gonna be facing our support. So both hands could be on the support here, on the wall or on the chair. And we're just gonna get our right leg and go to do a front swing, or a lateral swing, excuse me. So it's gonna be moving in front of our body, but it's gonna be going out towards the side here. So this is a really good one to open up those hips, getting them warmed up. Good, let's go ahead and switch sides. Leg swing on the other side. You may notice one side may be a little bit more tight than the other. I find my left side is always a little bit more tight. A couple more. Very good. And we are done with our leg swings. Last couple movements that we have here, butt kickers and high knees. You may have heard of these before, or maybe even done them. We're gonna do high knees. So I'll show you from the side. And it's pretty much just like how it sounds. You're getting your knees high, all right? So using your hands like you're running on the side of the body, just get those knees up as high as you can today. Okay, let's just do about 10 each side, so about 20 total. Light on those toes, use the arms. Good, and release. Last one, butt kickers. So we're using our heels to try to reach towards our butt there. Just how it sounds, butt kickers. Same thing, use your arms like you're running. Just getting the body nice and loose, nice and warmed up, ready for a nice workout, or ready to play a sport. Very good. And that is it. So that is a sequence that can be used really for any type of warm up at the gym, or maybe an activity that you want to play. You will really hit almost all areas of the body with that workout, or with that stretching sequence rather. It almost feels like a workout. Anyways, that's it for today. I know it was a little bit of a shorter session, but we didn't have as much to cover as we usually do. Dynamic stretching shouldn't really be more than, 10 to 15 minutes. If it goes anywhere beyond that, it's more of a workout, okay? So really try to keep your dynamic stretching routines within 5 to 10, max 15 minutes. So we don't want to start fatiguing the body before the exercise that you want to perform, okay? So with that, we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Our next session is going to be going over static stretching. So that's going to be a little bit different. We'll go into detail about that on the next session. So I hope you all have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.